Hey, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Hey, we just sent over that agreement to your email. So can you pull that up for me, please?
Yep, hold on. Excuse me, sorry.
Have you thought of any questions in the meantime you may have?
Oh yeah, I got like 2 pages full.
I got 2 pages full of answers too. Also,
All
too,
right, I
what?
opened it.
Oh, I'm sorry. What'd you say?
No, I just opened it up.
All right. Before we get started, I just wanted to say on Saturday at 11, is it cool if we have somebody come and walk it?
Yep.
Okay, perfect. So it is a family. So one of my friends, their parents are interested in living in that area, and I let them know about this. Let them know kind of how it's going on, and we'll
Mm-hmm.
facilitate the whole thing. But they might actually be the ones who end up living there.
Okay.
So I just wanted to let you know that up front that they'll be the ones who come and take a look at it.
Okay, what if they come here and be like, no, screw this house?
We got plenty more people, or Devin will take it over. we're not worried about that. They're just first in line since they are close to us, and we always like to. We'd rather put somebody in a forever home than give it to an investor, right?
No, I agree. So, and then what happens to, like, say if they stay here, like, forever, is the house going to get sold or is it going to just stay how it is?
So they'll probably end up refinancing it at some point when interest rates come down. But if
Okay.
interest rates skyrocket for the next 20 years and you're already in your new home, as long as you don't need anything, I mean, they might just leave it.
Okay.
That goes
Yeah,
back.
whatever works. I was just wondering. Yeah, I was just wondering actually if somebody was going to actually be living here to where, like, when I leave, say, I think it's like September 11th or whenever it is,
Yeah.
it, like somebody can actually be here.
Yeah, absolutely. It's not.
So, like, you guys will take care of the landscaping and all that because I have landscapers that come here.
We're going to take care of everything. You don't have to worry about
Okay.
anything with this house. It's just like it would be on a traditional sale. As soon as you sign your name, you're done with this house, man.
All right.
Yeah, we're not gonna ask you to do a thing.
All right. Cool.
All right, so let me pull this up on my end too, just so I can walk you through. Now, like I said yesterday, I'd be happy to go through every line if you want me to, but I would just skim through it very casually if you're cool with that. There's
Oh, that's fine as long as there's no funny stuff in it. Like I said,
yeah,
like to where, like next year, I'm gonna have the IRS or the feds or somebody
yeah.
coming saying, "Hey, there's an abandoned house somewhere in Mass."
Yeah, no, you're not, you don't gotta worry about that, man. I wouldn't give you $15,000 to have an abandoned house in a mortgage that I'm responsible for. It just wouldn't make sense for me.
No, I know, but there's some crazy people out there.
That is true. That is true. All right,
All
so
right, let's.
so I'm just gonna highlight a few things that I think are important. All right, so on the first page where you see purchase contract and escrow instructions at the top, on that page is basically talking about the basic terms, your address. As you see, the earnest money is $1,000, which is what we always put on deals like this. We put the purchase price total of $420,000. Now, on transactions like this, the escrow company needs to see what the total amount is. As you see, we put approximate because we don't know exactly what it is. So we took your outstanding balance of 392,000 and then added your 15 on it and then just added a couple more dollars. Right? So that's where the 420 came from. Stop me anytime. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. I'm just following along with you.
Okay, awesome. So that's the approximate first mortgage. And then as you see on line 1.5.7, it says cash at COE, which is close of escrow. That's $15,000. That is the cash that is due to you at closing. Do you see that?
Yeah, I thought it was only supposed to be 10 at closing and 5 in escrow.
So later in the agreement, you'll see where we put that.
Okay.
But this is just the initial figures for the escrow company to see. But we have another line where we explain that.
Okay.
Awesome. And then you see close of escrow on August 24th or sooner, if need be. All right, so if you agree, you can go ahead and tap the initial right there. The escrow agent, we're not sure yet, because if we go with this one family, they have somebody. If we go with another, they have somebody. So we just put TBD on that.
Okay.
Parties, you and Devin initially. Inspection period is 16 business days, which is just for us to get in there, take a look around, and make sure that this will work for everybody involved.
Mm-hmm. What was that?
Excuse me?
No, what was that on the 15 days? Or?
The inspection period is 16 days.
Okay.
And again, that's for us to get in there and make sure that there's no holes in the wall or anything crazy going on.
After the closing, or?
No, so that starts as soon as you sign it. The 16 days start. That's just for us to get in there. The inspection period, we have that for us to get in there and take a look at it.
All right, what if you guys come in and be like, oh, your countertops are trash, we don't want this place?
We won't do that. But say we come in there and we see that you had a wild bear come through and rip down half your house. Then we're gonna be like, Jason, man, I'm sorry, we have to back out.
No, I understand what you're saying.
Well,
as long
yeah.
as it's not like in Torah.
Yeah, we're not gonna come in there and be like, ooh, I don't like this door handle. Can you change it for me, Jason? You don't gotta worry about any of that.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, because my countertops are gross. That's why I brought it up.
Why are they gross? You don't clean them, or are they just old?
No, they're just old, like tore up and old.
Yeah, no, you're good. You're good. We're not gonna ask you to replace them. You're good. All right. So you see on line 110 the closing amounts. We the buyer are gonna handle all the escrow fees, all the fees associated with the property. Like I said, if you're up to date on your taxes, you don't got to worry about that. You'll be walking away with your full $15,000 because we'll take care of everything.
Okay.
All right. We can just kind of skim through the rest because we have none on 111.1, and then we're gonna have some things attached at the end of this, and that's just saying that on 112. So we didn't mark anything on this next section, so we don't have to go through that. Additional terms and conditions. There were no additional terms or conditions. Like I said, that one piece that we talked about earlier is later in the agreement, so we don't have to worry about that.
Correct. All right.
This contract, because you're not behind, there's no reinstatement. So on 113.2, you see we have $0 because there's no reinstatement. Other terms and conditions, none. Occupancy. Now this is where we put that one clause. We're going to say escrow will hold $5,000 post closing. It will be given to the seller when they move out of the property in the next 21 days. So you'll have 21 days from the day we close to vacate. Is that enough time for you?
Yes, that's fine.
All right, perfect. So you can leave on the 21st day, or you can leave on the second day. Just notify us. We'll have somebody go and verify that it's vacant, and then we'll tell escrow to release those funds.
Okay.
All right. The second one, purchase and sell the property. This is all just hullabaloo. Basically saying anything you left there, we'll take it. But I mean, we're pretty nice guys, man. If you leave your favorite dish behind and you really want it back, I think we can get it to you.
It says up here in the middle that we skipped. It says seller initials right by above 113.3.
113.
That?
Yeah. So anywhere, put your initials on anything that has the initials. So if we go through a page and you're okay with it, just go ahead and tap the seller initials. If you're not okay with it, we'll address it and we'll try to fix it. But you're gonna have to initial each and every page.
Well, yeah, this one's not letting me do it, so I don't know.
It's not letting you click it or tap it.
Yeah.
Are you doing it on a cell phone?
Yes.
Yeah, cell phones are tricky with DocuSign. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. We'll just leave it blank and we'll come back to it. Cause go ahead.
Yeah, it's not let me do the first one. It's not letting me do the other ones, unless it just did it all automatically.
Is there a button, a yellow button at the top that says next?
Yes.
Hit that button. See what happens.
It's just bringing me down. Yeah, it's not.
It's not. Is it bringing you to the next portion you have to click and it's still not letting you click?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. We'll just go through this, and then we'll talk about ways we can rectify that at the end. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Awesome. Okay, where were we? We talked about the post occupancy. We talked about all that stuff. Awesome. Purchase price shall be. Okay, I'm at 3. 3 we already went over in section 1.5. 4 is status of the title, which is just the title of your house. It's just saying that the title has to be good. The disclaimer has to be good. And we'll take title from there. Disclosures. You have the septic tank or water facility. We can... I'm just giggling because I'm like, man, lawyers just write so much. Lawyers can never just say, like, here you go, we're good. They got to write everything. When was your... I'm sorry, go ahead.
What number are we on?
We're on 5, disclosures.
Where the hell am I? Was it 13? I'm on like 1310 or something. Or were you on 13.5?
Okay, so you're at 13. We don't even have a 1310. we have a 13.1, like 1.13.1. Or are you all the way at the bottom?
No, I'm at 13.2 where it says assignment buyer. Then it says assess.
Oh yeah, so you're way at the bottom. we can jump to that if need be, but scroll up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, scroll all the way up to 5. That's where we were.
Oh, because I kept hitting that next thing, so it kept just going.
Yeah, that's probably exactly what it was.
All right, I'm good. Disclosures.
Okay. Well, welcome to the party, Jason.
Sorry.
No, you're good, man. You're good. All right. No, you're good. You're good. I got time. You're good.
Barely do this stuff.
When was your house built, Jason?
I believe in 1997.
Okay, so we have a lead-based paint addendum there, but we don't have to worry about that. That's for houses built before 78.
I just put a new roof on it, too. The roof's only 4 years old.
Okay, perfect.
And a new hot water heater's going in next week.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Well, I have no hot water, so...
Really? Yeah, you need hot water.
Yeah, I'm going to be here for a little bit still.
Yeah. How, you just been taking cold showers?
Yeah, pretty much. I was in the military, man. Cold showers are the best.
You got her tough as nails, man.
No.
My dad was telling me about, so he was in the Marine Corps, and they had to spend 5 days when they were doing training out in the field, and they had to dig like a foxhole trench to sleep in. And he said it rained almost every day, and I was just like, man, I don't know if I could do it.
I did that for a year in Afghanistan.
Really?
Yeah.
How
But
was
all
it?
right, let's. And so we're not sitting here all night.
Oh, my bad, my bad. I can sway off a lot. My bad. Okay, so 15, we're good. We talked about that. Are you on 6?
Yeah, I'm on 6.
Okay, 6 is inspection and access to the property, which is just saying in those 16 days we were talking about, just let us in when you can.
Yeah, no problem.
All right, number 7. So if there's a deposit or earnest money deposit that escrow holds, if you cancel or we cancel, this is just saying that they need to release the funds.
Okay.
Escrow, closing costs, and parations, that's just saying we're going to be the ones paying all of those. So you don't have to pay anything.
Okay.
All
That's
right.
nice.
Go ahead.
No, I was just saying that's nice.
Yeah, we're trying to look out for you, man. We're trying to put that 15 grand in your pocket so you can go live the good life.
I appreciate it.
Yeah. All right. So at the bottom of the 8th page, I want to read this. It says, seller understands, acknowledges, and agrees that notwithstanding the fact that seller may have to pay a closing fee to a law firm of buyer's choosing for the purpose of closing this transaction, the law firm represents the buyer only and does not represent seller in this transaction. Jason, I'm going to be honest with you. You don't got to worry about that. We just put it in there. Just so happens if a lawyer ever wants to charge, then we're not going to be held liable. But we're going to make sure that you're not getting charged a dime.
Okay.
All right. Number 9. This is so. There's a bunch of warranties when you do deeds and titles. This is just saying the insurance will be good. That's all number 9 is saying.
Okay.
All right. So we can go ahead and skip all the way to 10. Default and remedies. That's just saying if we end up defaulting, how to go about it. We won't be defaulting, and we're not worried about it. But it says if the seller or the buyer default at any point in time, those are the remedies. So you'll have those. You'll have this contract after each party signs it in front of you. So at any point you can look at it and find out how we're going to go about it.
Okay.
Number 11, no oral changes. Basically saying, hey, don't pick up the phone and tell me to change this. Tell me it in writing. But like I said, I'm a pretty easygoing guy. So if you need something changed, just let me know and we'll work together. All right, number 12, notices. Is basically saying how we're going to go about doing the close of escrow process. So the seller, which is you, see section 1.8. Devin, see section 1.8. And our attorney or agent, they'll look at section 1.7. 13 is miscellaneous. It's just saying addendums, assignments, having somebody else bring in. It's just, it's the standard stuff. The 13.2 is assignment. The buyer may assign this contract. Like with the lady we're having come look at it. If she wants it, we'll just assign this contract over to her.
Okay.
All right, so all the rest are just talking about assignments and different ways to market it. Contract memorandums on 13.9. That's if we thought you were going to go with somebody else after you signed. We would put a memorandum on your house, but we're not going to do that. So 13.9 is just telling you we have the right to. I like to bring up this one, 13.12, extension of close of escrow. So we can extend close of escrow. They're up to 30 days with a notice of either one of us without requiring us to sign anything, which is really good. So if something happens, a hailstorm happens, and you can't get down to Florida because get down to South Carolina because there's a hole in the road, and you want to extend by 30 days, we can do it. All right, so this is the signature page because we just went over the preliminary. So if you think that looks good, go ahead and tap the button. You said it's not working, so we'll try to work on that in a second. All right, so subject to addendum and purchase and escrow instructions. That's just for the escrow agents. You can read through that if you want to get a better understanding of how this process works. But I think I've answered all your questions, and you're kind of in the driver's seat now. So all that page and the next page are just talking about that.
Mm-hmm.
Blah, blah, blah. Da, 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 da. And, let's see what else we need. So we have two different sections. One with the buyers' representations and warranties, and the one with the sellers. It's just going through and providing information about who is entitled to what and who's responsible for what.
Yep.
All right, so seller disclosures and acknowledgments. This is where you're going to have to start initialing a bunch of them because we just want you to understand that there is risk in doing a transaction like this. Obviously, not very much, but we want you to know that there is. So, read through those. If you have any question, let me know, and we'll try to address it and make you feel comfortable. But that's all those are.
All right.
And then once you're done with those, it brings you to the last page that requires your signature as well. Now, try whenever you're ready, try to close it out and open it again and see if you can start signing because I know that works.
It's working. It's working now.
Okay, awesome.
So in one of these where it says event of foreclosure, so like you guys stop paying, I'm still responsible.
Yeah, if aliens come and abduct me from Earth, then the property would go back to you.
All right. That works. So I gotta keep insurance on here?
So what's gonna happen is you already have insurance, correct?
Yes, everything's paid through the mortgage.
Okay, so that'll say the same, but whoever ends up buying the house, like if it's this lady, she'll be added to your insurance, and it'll have both your names on it, but she'll be responsible for making the payment, just like how it's involved in your PITI. Her name will go on your insurance, or in the rare case, she'll open up her own insurance and then have you put your name on it as well. But usually we don't do that because we like to make it as easy for you as possible. So we just add them to the insurance and have both your names on it.
Okay. Okay, I'm at the bottom of that page. Do I
Okay.
hit next?
Yep. And the next page is your signature again.
Yeah, I think I signed them all. I hit next and it just brings me back to the top of the page.
Is there another button at the top that says finish or something like that?
No, it just says next.
When it brings you back to the top of the page, hit next again.
Okay.
Did that do it?
It's just bringing me back the stuff that I already signed. What number am I supposed to be at right now?
You should be at the end of the document. After you put your initials on the last document, you should be done. So every blank should have your initials or your signature.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, now it says finish.
There's always one that slips through the cracks, man. I do the same thing.
All right, it says the copy of this document has been saved. I think that's it.
Okay, awesome. A copy of the document also got sent to your email as well, so you have the full completed document. Next steps from here is we're going to have that lady come out on Saturday at 11. She'll take a look at it, get back to us. As soon as we know from there, we'll give you a call and update you with where we're going to go from there. All right?
Okay.
All right, you got any questions? How you feeling?
No, I feel good. It's just I'm confused about Saturday. Like you said, if she comes here, then does closing and everything get pushed back? Does everything change if she decides she don't want it?
No, not at all. Everything stays the same.
Okay.
So even if she says, "Oh, I don't want to be here," that doesn't change anything for us.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Sounds good.
All right, perfect. If you have any questions in the meantime, please give us a call.
I definitely will.
All right, Jason. We'll talk to you soon.
All right. Have a good day.
You as well. Bye bye.